today I'm going to take you through some books that are getting me through life. So I'm going to share some books, and I'm really interested to see if anyone else reads any of the same books as me or not, because you know it's all about beauty as well as brains. So let's get into these books, guys. This one's called Get Your Shit Together, and the best-selling book, like it says up here, best-selling book is The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. This book is just great. Like, you know, like sometimes when you feel like there's just multiple aspects of your life that are spiraling kind of out of control, you just got basically a lot going on. This book is called Get Your Shit Together, and it's not necessarily going to cure every single thing that is going on with you, but it will definitely help you to basically piece together bits and how to just basically pull yourself together and manage everything that you've got to manage. The next book that I want to recommend is definitely this book. It's the Financial Wellbeing book by Chris Budd. This book now is obviously to do with finances. So how, you know, it's getting me through life because it's about finances. And I'll tell you how it can help. If you have no sort of plan as to what you're going to do with your finances every month, they go to shit, full stop. These kind of structures are important, like having a cash flow, having like a budget, having like a cash flow or a budget, or like a financial assessment of a breakdown of where all your finances are going to go from, or just having a piece of paper and writing down what your direct debits are, what your monthly expenses are, how much your travel, how much your food's going to be. Like, if you don't do that, I just don't know what to say. Another book that's getting me through life right now is this lifestyle book, I'd say. It's called Positive Thinking, and it's by Jill Hanson. Okay, so if anyone's out here watching this book saying, I don't need that book, life hasn't hit you yet, you need this book. Things happen every day that test your positivity, yeah? Things happen every day. I'll give you an example of something that tested my positivity this week. I was on the train, and some woman, you know, she just pushed on the train. She was like, can you move down, please? Can you move down? And, you know, you're just like, there's no space, babe. If anyone's considerate, I'm considerate, yeah? But there's no space. Woman barged on the bar, she pushed straight past me, she went in, she was like, ah! And I thought, no, she didn't. Yes, she did. If something happens, you need to just behave in a positive way, even though there's just so much madness going on in the world. You just need to be positive, do you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just won't live. You'll just be an angry person all the time, complaining about everything all the time, to everyone, about everything. I don't need to say much more, just buy this book. This book now, which woman does not need this book? This book, it's got some tips in here. It's got some tips, and it's by a guy called Richard Templar. So he's a man. International bestseller. I mean, who doesn't need this book? Just a couple tips. No one's saying that your relationship's a mess and you need help. It's just a simple thing of like, there's some tips in here that you probably never would have thought of because your perspective might be clouded with things like, no. You know when you're in your feelings and you're just like, no, it's not my fault. I'm not complaining. I'm not gonna apologize. I'll give you a little sneak peek because I particularly like this book. So it's got headings. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some headings of what it says. So one of the chapters says, don't control them. Do control them. Don't be a nag. Who's not a nag, mate? Who's not a nag? Because what you say is this. You say, I just would like, and then they go, you're nagging me. Trust the other one to do the job. Can you trust the man to do your job? And then there's another one. Share the workload. Wouldn't that be nice? So that's what I'm saying. Just those topics that I've just said to you there. Is there nothing that you would want to discuss on those topics? I think so. This book now, read this if you want to be Instagram famous. The reason why this book is helping me through life right now is obviously because I am building a business in social media and digital marketing, and Instagram is obviously a part of social media, and it's helping a lot. So I wanted to find some books that were kind of quick reads but were given all the essential information that I needed, and obviously if they had pictures, even better, because I'm a visual learner. I'm not somebody who just can read just bare words and just be done with it. It needs to be attractive, you know. And I saw this parrot and I thought, oh, and you know, it's not necessarily that I want to be Instagram famous, because to be famous, honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse. But no, but it's really good. It's got a lot of pictures. It's got like tips. So each page has got a different tip. So it's got things like mix business with pleasure, and it's got loads of pictures, and it's got actual profiles as well. Sorry, let me just. It's got actual pictures as well from the particular Instagrammer that they've got these tips from. So it's really good. The pages actually exist, and it tells you how many followers they have, like 1.2 million, 655k. Do you know what I mean? So it's really good. So now this book is amazing. It may be the most important book out of all the books, because just getting to the place where I could read the book would have had to have read this book first. Let me explain why this is important to me right now, this book. Getting things done, is completely different to having ideas about what you want to get done. You might want to have an idea about what you want to get done, but getting it done is a completely different story, because you got to be motivated, you've got to make time for it, and then you have to actually do it, bring yourself to do it, and complete it, and then execute it, and get it out there. So, do you know what I'm saying? Getting things done is essential. Be productive, and don't just be busy, because some people are busy, but they're not productive. So this book is really helping me in my life right now. Starting a business is not easy, but what this book is mainly about, it's about convincing you that, you know, when you put yourself off starting a business because you think that it's too difficult, or that you're not smart enough to start your own business. It's very simple. The book's saying, like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. It's nothing like that. It's very simple. So long as you have a good understanding as to what you have to do, you understand what is required of you, you're motivated, and you've chosen a specific field that you genuinely are interested in, and you're willing to work through it when it's bad and it's good, then there's a good chance that you could be successful. This one by David A. Acker. I'm going to say Acker, even though it's double A, I'm going to say it's Acker. As you can see, it's a book about building strong brands, and again, I'm building a brand, which is, my brand is Curly Hair Discoveries, and I guess part of the brand is myself, my personality. So building a brand is just not as easy as people think it is. It's basically a book about, it kind of tells you, it has multiple case studies about different businesses establishing themselves and becoming like an iconic brand, which is what every business person wants, I guess, their brand to be iconic and well known and successful. Guys, 2 books left. I'm sorry, I know you're probably bored of me by now, but the next one is this one, The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. So, like I said, I really love Sarah Knight's books. This is her original best-selling book, The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. And I'll read you the small print, the small description as well. It says, how to stop spending time you don't have doing things you don't want to do with people you don't like. I mean, could that be any more relevant right now? I'm completely in this space of life right now. I'm 27 and I've kind of passed this part of life, but there's still challenges that arise that really test me in this sector. I'm just going to break it down again. You ready? How to stop spending time that you don't have doing things you don't want to do with people that you don't like. Does that not sound relevant? Now, I bought this book a while ago. I bought 2 books that are specifically to do with Afro hair. And this one and the other one is really, really good, this book. Whether you're like, even if you're somebody who wears wigs and weaves and stuff most of the year, you straighten your hair, whatever, you should just read this book so you can know what's really going on with your hair. It is great. Like, it goes into the science of the hair, the anatomy of it all. Like, it talks about like the strands, like what the strands are made of, like the different parts of the strand, and then why your hair's dry sometimes and why it gets tangly and out of control, and like if you do this then this is why you can avoid this, and blah 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 blah. Anyways, that was my collection. That was 10 books that are getting me through life at the moment. Hope you like this vid. If you have any ideas for any other videos that you'd like me to do, let me know and I will do that for you. And in the meantime, have a great week and I will see you soon.